Yo, what's good everyone? This is Ayo Boxing from Mediba, and we're here to talk about why Tyson Fury lost to Oleksandr Usyk. So as we all know, Oleksandr Usyk defeated Tyson Fury to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion in the 4-belt era. It's been 25 years since we had an undisputed heavyweight champion in general, with Lennox Lewis being the last one. And yesterday's fight was the perfect way to crown the new king of the heavyweight division. So shout out to Usyk for winning and doing it for the Ukraine. And shout out to Fury for putting up a great performance. Matter of fact, the whole card was good, so shout out to everyone that fought, and to Turkey Al Sheikh for sponsoring it. Even though I thought that Fury was going to win this fight, my prediction video and pre-fight analysis was spot on. I said if Fury decides to box Usyk, then Fury will lose the fight, and that's what happened yesterday. No one can outbox Usyk, and Fury tried to do that for 12 rounds, which was the wrong game plan and a huge mistake. When Fury is looking to box his opponents, he will use his lead hand to establish his range, control the distance, and occupy his opponent. Fury's best punch is his jab because of his reach, and once his jab starts landing, he'll then follow up with right hands and combinations. We saw how effective the strategy was against Usyk for the first half of the fight. Fury was in control for rounds 2 to 6 for the most part. His jab was landing along with the right hand as well, whether it was the straight right or the counter uppercut whenever Usyk closed the distance. His footwork and lead hand frames and post maintained his range and kept Usyk at distance. And most importantly, Fury was going to the body very well, because Usyk's body is his biggest vulnerability. I legitimately thought that Fury was going to stop Usyk after the 6th round. However, Fury's jab and reach becomes useless if you can get past it. And despite losing most of the early rounds, Usyk's use of feints, lead hand probes, pre-slips, angles, level changes along with his footwork allowed him to bypass the jab and land left hands to the body and head. And several of these left hands stunned Fury. Whenever Fury was on the back foot, he was getting outboxed by Usyk for the most part in my opinion. But when Fury was on the front foot and aggressive, he was beating up Usyk. I expected Fury to do what he did to Wilder and Ottawa Lean and Steve Cunningham, which was use his size and body weight to apply pressure and walk down his opponent, but for some reason, Fury did not do this after hurting Usyk in the 6th round. Maybe it was because of the bloody nose, or maybe it was because he gassed himself out, or maybe Usyk was stronger than he thought, or maybe it was the conflicting corner instructions. Regardless of the reason, it was a fatal mistake because Usyk adjusted to that jab by upping his pace and volume, and was getting past that lead hand routinely and landing strong left hands. And just like the Cunningham fight, Fury got hurt with an overhand punch while he was throwing lazy punches. He barely survived, and a lot of people thought he should have been stopped by the referee in the 9th round. But that round won Usyk the fight. Tyson Fury never fully recovered after the 9th round, and Usyk won the championship rounds. I remember Breadman Edwards saying that Usyk is the most clutch boxer in the sport, and I have never heard a truer statement than that. Usyk always locks in when it matters the most. And this is something I overlooked in my pre-fight analysis, so respect to Usyk once again. The rematch is supposed to happen in the fall time, most likely October. Usyk will be the favorite going into that rematch, but I still think it's a 50-50 fight. As seen in the Wilder rematch, Fury can make adjustments, and he will need to make that same adjustment like what he did to Wilder, which is fight like a big man in the rematch. Fury needs to be aggressive and come forward if he wants to win against Usyk. In hindsight, it was probably a mistake that Fury came into this fight light, so I expect him to come into the rematch heavier. The key to victory is already there for him, which is going to the body. He just needs to expand on that more and use his weight and apply that pressure. Usyk, on the other hand, will just have to be prepared for anything. This guy's already a true champion and lives a boxer's lifestyle, so I know he'll be ready. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with AEO Boxing with Mediba, and like, subscribe, and more content's coming your way.